It's super simple. Prabal was very specific about what he wanted. He just liked the idea the hair was very small, tight off the face. You know, when a girl's been in the gym or she's been running, her hair's a little bit sweaty and she's just got her fingers and yanked her hair back in a ponytail. So it's not perfect and not clean. We're using the Tresemme Climate Protection Mousse. We were leaving it wet when we put the hair back. So when we dry it, it dries with that separation, a little bit more sweaty. It's just meant to look like we're not here, that the girls have done it themselves.
The inspiration for Prabal this season, his home where he grew up, the Himalayas, the flowers, nature. So we decided just to keep the faces very clean, light coverage foundation, using the product Sculpt underneath the cheekbones but brushed up into the temples and right across the eye. Highlighter on top of the cheekbones, down the center of the nose, and lip balm. So it's a really warm, healthy glow.
With Spring 2015, I'm calling it a trippy, exuberant trip back home. The woman is on a continuous journey from last season. You know, last season we went to this beautiful Shangri-La Mustang, and she's continued up north in the Himalayas. Started with the visual reference, basically the snow-capped mountains, so you'll see all the white passages and everything. Prints that is inspired by the rhododendrons and the carabiners, you know, from the trekking bags to this jacquard that we developed in Italy that gets woven to mimic a mountain, mountain ranges. The skirts that has uneven hemlines to mimic the mountain range, and then mossy degradé fabrics to mimic the hillside. And then towards the end of it, you'll see this textural embroidered flowers that's been embroidered on organza and then screen printed so that organza doesn't take the color, and then hand painted on top of that.
Prabal Gurung, a beautiful show. He had a playfulness with the ruffles, and the patterns were inspired by nature. I think what struck me about it was that feminine, strong clothing and collection that he does and he's so good at, but there was a lightness to it. He launched Footwear, and I think what makes Prabal's shoes so special is that they're so sexy and they feel like jewelry for the feet. There's always a lot of straps, there's always a color play, the way they wrap around the ankle. He's very much of a designer for women and what they want to wear now.
When I was designing the shoes, I wanted to make sure that it was comfortable, wearable, strappy, strong. The term that I use is like an elegant femininity with a bite. So I just wanted to make sure that it had it, and I think it does.
Prabal Gurung is such an important American designer, and I love everything he does. And I thought it was a really, really beautiful show. I love how he took really feminine silhouettes that sort of fit in flare style, but then made a little cutout or something to make it super sexy. It was almost like he took all these different trends and gave it that same touch. He did those athletic looks with the black zipper moto pant and the sweaters, but everything had a little something that made it just really pop and look sexy.
I love Prabal. I love his lines and the choices of colors that he used. Everything was so beautiful and chic. I loved it.
You know what I love about what he does is that you always get the sense that he's really thinking modern, a modern idea about fabric, about color, which he does so beautifully. I mean, I thought the pants with the slash jackets were gorgeous, and the dresses in terms of just the way he handles proportion and shape and layering. I mean, I'm just so impressed with everything that he does.
And I always say the woman that I design for is someone who is a woman of substance, who's curious, who's very aware of the space that she occupies and the relationships that she has with the world. She loves fashion, she enjoys everything, colors and textures, but she's equally passionate about things that's happening around the world. The minute I realize I'm not enjoying it, I'll quit. I'm excited about doing the looks. I'm excited about designing. I just love what I do, and I don't know what else to do, so I'm very grateful for that.